Crypto Ahoy here once again with another quick update on what's going on in the world of cryptocurrency. So I want to share with you guys my thoughts, my opinion on what I think of Tamadoge, and to kind of share with you guys to see if it's legit or if it's a scam. But before I do, just real quick, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell so you'll be notified on all my future videos on cryptocurrency as I do coin reviews. I share any important news and updates. So make sure you subscribe as that's going to help out this channel. And also check out my new merch store, Crypto Ahoy. You guys can check out my designs that I have there. I have some shirts, caps, and yeah, so every time you guys do so, it's also going to help out this channel so I can keep making more videos. So I went to do a little bit more digging on Tamadoge, and to be honest, I didn't like what I was finding out from them. And I'll tell you why. The first thing you need to do every time you guys go and search, and whenever you find a new project or crypto project, always read the white paper. You'll be surprised as to how many people actually do not read the white paper. It's something so simple. Maybe there's a lot of pages to read and maybe you don't have the time, but I would strongly suggest that you do make some time. The first thing I did not like is this right here. It's not a deal breaker, okay? It's not a deal breaker, but look at the names of the Tamadoge team. Very original, Now, I'm not saying just because of this, it's done. No, but it's a cluster of things. It's not just one area that they're lacking, but it's multiple areas. And then that's when you start adding them up together. And then you guys can come with your own conclusion. So we look at here, the tokenomics, how they call it. So there's going to be a total of 2 billion supply. And only 1 billion is going to be circulating when they go ahead and, I guess when they release it. Because by the way, right now, and now I'll get to that a little bit later down the video, but you can buy it, but you won't actually own it just yet. You have to wait until September 2nd so you guys can claim it. So, but what's going to happen is that 400 million is going to go unminted to reserves for exchange listing, and the 600 million, which will become available, will be minted over 10 years to power the Tamadoge project. So out of the 2 billion, half of it is going to be pretty much what they're doing now, which is a pre-sale, and then the other amount is going to be, it's going to be, I guess, for 10 years, so you guys can mint them out. The 600 million, and then 40 or 400 million, which is the other 20%, is going to be just for the exchange pool, how it says here. Now, what is the problem here? It doesn't really mention how it's going to get minted. Is it going to be staked based, or is it going to be mining based, or how exactly is that going to be minted out? And I'm going to tell you guys this: every time you guys hear something that is too good to be true, most of the time it is too good to be true. So it says there's going to be any tax transactions. And so they're pretty much saying here that they're not going to do any taxes because they believe the coin is going to provide a lot of utility. And we're going to check that out in the roadmap so you guys can see. And but yeah, so pretty much they're saying they're not going to charge any taxes. And so right here in this area, pretty much is saying that it's going to be taking care of a pet, and you're going to be able to use it for battle. You're going to be able to make purchases, I guess to buy food and clothing and stuff like that. So think of it. And also they're gonna have NFTs, of course, and you're gonna be able to use it like an augmented reality to take it for a walk. So everything sounds good, at first face value, but it's just very oversimplified. When you look at the roadmap, it just tells you very small description, not in depth, just covering the main ideas. And just giving you, the quarters and the year when to expect certain milestones to be reached. Now, in my experience, if you guys have already seen a lot of projects, you've noticed that even if they're doxed, even if they have everything in order, there's still a risk of something going wrong. Just look at Moon Pirates. If you guys remember them, they were actually making real products, guys. Like I know I had a loss when I invested in them. So I was really following in their Telegram and everything. And there were, I guess they were based in Australia, if I'm not wrong. It's already been a long time. It's been like a year or more. But anyways, they were doing great. They were actually making energy drinks and even alcoholic drinks. But at some point, there was a story that the owner or the creator was given, was handing over the wheel for somebody else to drive the ship, and well, they ran off with the money, and then everything just went down. And yeah, and there were dogs. They actually had a YouTube channel and everything, but things just didn't go well. And as we also see with Terra, which is now Terra Classic. So just because somebody has dogs, just because they're certified, or I'm sorry, they're secure, like we say here, this can fool a lot of people. And if you don't read the white paper and analyze it, it's really going to fool a lot of people. Another thing that also caught my attention is all this featured in. Whenever you see a new token and all of a sudden, okay, or in a very short period of time, they start popping up in all these news outlets or, blogs or whatever, I usually, for me, that's a red flag, because this doesn't happen. If it happens, it's because the developers, they're able to have funds to invest and get their news out there. Okay, so that's one thing you need to kind of consider. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, how is this different from Shiba Inu? How is this different from Bitcoin? Well, if you read here, like whenever you guys go and search, for example, you see all these news outlets, they're really pushing, they're saying Saudi Shiba Inu flops as people join new Tamadoge meme coin. It says here 5 reasons to be bearish on Shiba Inu price and bullish on Tamadoge. It says best new meme coin with 100x potential. And then we here see the picture of Tamadoge. So and we see like all these things right here. And then look at this other one. Why Elon Musk Doge investors are investing in TAMA. So when we see a lot of hype, that for me is a red flag. That for me tells me that this coin is being based on hype and not based on community. And that's exactly the difference between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Shiba Inu, and I would even say Dogecoin, different than a lot of other projects or cryptocurrencies out there. Whenever you guys see that, like for example, Bitcoin never invested in marketing. They have to mine it to earn it. They don't have to pay for it. Now you have to buy. You can exchange it and buy it. But in the beginning, it was all through mining. Okay, so you had to literally work for it. Your computer had to work for it. So yeah, and so the same thing with Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu never invested in marketing. Now they're partnering. They're getting together with other businesses. But in the beginning, they didn't do that because it was all community driven. Same thing with Ethereum. Okay, so whenever there's a strong community behind it, it's going to sustain it. But whenever it's hype driven, then that's when it flops. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at the news article, they make it look very, very appealing. They make it sound like it's gonna be awesome. They said that it's a play-to-earn game, which allows users to create, breed, care, and battle Tamadoge pets. The whole game is set in Tamaverse. Unlike other meme coins, Tamadoge coin has a utility. So they're trying to come up with all these new things. And it says here what the ecosystem is pretty much made of, which is Tamadoge pets, Doge points, Tamadoge stored, augmented. They have Tamaverse, augmented. You see the whole list right here. NFTs. Pretty much think of it as getting a gigapet, which if you're from the 90s, you're familiar from this, or maybe early 2000s. I think 90s most likely. I'm not sure. But if you're from the 90s, I'm pretty sure you heard of gigapets and Pokemon. A lot of people know Pokemon. But if you combine them together, that's what Tamadoge, what it looks like. But in a more modern era, where there's metaverse and, games are more advanced and on mobile devices. So that's pretty much, it's like a hybrid brought together of both, in my perspective. So you go to all these articles and there's just nothing but good things. They're pretty much like putting to shame the other ones and just exalting Tamadoge. So for me, that's like a red flag, especially if you see that a lot. And I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself. I just really want you guys to make sure you guys understand this, because this could be a potential red flag or scam, But anyways, I went here to kind of see if there was anything going on. And right here it says that it's an invalid address. They couldn't really find it. And when I go here to the Etherscan, the same thing as just one holder, one transfer. So it says here what happened, which is pretty much when they created it. And so this makes sense because over here it says, let me just find the page. It says Tamadoge is the ultimate meme coin play to earn platform, and it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the token in the beta sale. You can buy directly using your card or USDT or ETH already in your wallets. After the public pre-sale ends, you'll be able to claim your purchased Tamadoge using the claim page. So you will have you're able to make the purchase. Now you won't be able to have it yet. You have to wait until I believe it's September 2nd. So here's the countdown. So just under a month. And so when you go to the actual page, you says buy, it kind of lights up here, changes color, but claim doesn't, do anything. So you pretty much have to buy and you have to wait until that time for you to claim it. Now, this is the risky part, okay? You don't know if they're actually going to release it, and that's the high risk part. Now, if you're willing to risk it, and like I said, this is not financial advice, all right? If you're willing to invest $10 or $15 or something that you're willing to lose, then that's fine. Now, in my opinion, I'm not going to be investing on here simply because I just it's not really transmitting me any confidence. It just seems like they're willing to spend all this money to create this hype instead of focusing on a community or doing something that it seems a little bit more organic, something more realistic. Now, I also went here to check on Token Sniffer, and this is what I found, okay? And I'm going to go down the list right here. But when you go here, you see here this orange bubble. That's the owner. So I'm just going to scroll here so you guys can read where it says. It says creator address shown in orange, burn address as red, and the other holders in blue, okay? So the orange bubble, which is this one, that means is the creator. So they're holding everything right now. And then red, well, we don't have red, like a red bubble. That means there's no burn yet. And also a blue, which is the holder address, okay? Which is very, very little. It's not a lot. Now this is because when we go here, it doesn't show any transactions. It's because it's not in public yet. They're still holding it until they actually release it. So we won't actually know. But just by looking at this information right here is where it caught my attention, which is this right here. It says, owner creator wallet contains less than 5% of circulating supply. It says here, the owner wallet contains a substantial amount of tokens, which could have a large impact on the token price if sold, okay? Now, you might be saying, well, it makes sense because, it's not out there yet, okay? But then you're trusting that this guy or this person, whoever he is or she is, makes the decision to release it. So you're investing on something, okay, because you believe in the promise of that low price, okay? There's nothing else, it's not like in the stock market for the initial IPO where there's like paperwork involved and you actually get to see them face to face and, you get to shake hands and you get to meet them and kind of get more information about it before they go public. It's not the same because you give them your money and then one day, instead of them actually, making it public or, the cryptocurrency, they decided to just run with it. And then you're there holding the bag. And not only that, there's more. It says here, liquidity pool not found. Ignore for pre-sale. So it's already telling you here, warning. It says, a liquidity pool was not found, making it impossible to trade the token. Ignore for pre-sale. So let's say you buy it. You won't be able to trade it. You will have to wait until they actually open it. You will have to wait until they make it public, where we're actually going to be able to see here the transactions because you can't right now. And lastly, which I think this is very, very important, is this. Ownership, renounce, or source does not contain an owner contract. The contract contains ownership functionality and ownership is not renounced, which may allow the creator or current owner to modify contract behavior. For example, disabling selling, change fees, and mint new tokens and stuff like that. There can be legitimate reason for not renouncing ownership. Check with the project team for such information, okay? So I try to see if there was any liquidity that was locked or anything like that on their Telegram. I unfortunately did not get any response. Um, and I see other people as well. So it's just things that we really got to watch out for, guys. And so, and like I say, I'm not a financial advisor, but I always take my precautions, especially when there's a new project. Okay. And when you see all this hype, all these news articles, for me, it's just a red flag. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you guys find this very informative and helpful, and if you guys did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and also hit the bell. And that way you guys won't miss another video about updates, crypto news for Shiba Inu, new tokens that come out as well, and reviews. So thank you so much. And if you're still here watching, you made it this far, I also will be making videos about men's rights, about how divorce, can really destroy immense life here in the United States, especially in Western countries, like Australia, New Zealand, Europe, and stuff like that. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys what to do so you guys can protect your assets, okay? Because, everybody wants a family and everybody wants to grow financially and, have the best, and there's no problem. But there's a way that you can do that and protect your assets and also your digital assets, because in case you don't know, you can lose them as well. You invest on Bitcoin, you invest on Ethereum, Shiba Inu, and all these other Solana, whatever. You invest on all this stuff just to find out that you can also lose it, if things go south in your marriage or in your divorce, when you guys, things happen, guys, okay? So, there's a reason why insurance, they grow, because, well, things happen, okay? So I'll leave it at this. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one. And remember to buy, hodl, sell, repeat. Peace.